Variable. What is it and what does it mean? What does a variable mean? A variable is a symbol that represents something we don't know. Let's look at this for example. You've seen variables throughout your time in math in the past. So if you have 5 plus 4 equals, and then we have this line. This line is a variable. It represents the value that we don't know until we do the math. So what does this line equal? This line equals 9. Okay, so let's look at a different option. What if we have 5 plus the line equals 9? What does this line represent? Right, it equals 4. So a variable is a symbol. There's all sorts of things we could do for a symbol. You could have 5 plus a star equals 8. What does the star equal? Star equals 3. Because 5 plus 3 equals 8. Or we could go with 3 times a tree equals 6. So what does the tree equal? Right, the tree equals 2. So in math, the most common symbols that we use are letters. So you often will see an X or a Y, but it could be an R or an S or whatever. And the reason why they use these symbols, the letters as symbols, is because it's way faster than having to draw a tree every time you want to use a variable. So let's look at some examples. If we have 4 plus 3 equals X, what does X equal? Right, X equals 7. If we have R minus 3 equals 5, what does R equal? 8. So that's all a variable is it's a symbol that represents a value that we don't know until we do the math. Okay? Again, variables are a symbol that represents a value that we don't know yet. And so X in this one is going to equal a different value than it is in this math problem or in this one. So let's look, for example, if we have 5 plus X equals 6, what is X here? Well, 5 plus 1 equals 6, so X equals 1 here. If we have 3 times 3 equals X, what does X equal here? Well, since 3 times 3 is 9, then X equals 9. So notice here, X equals 9, but here it equals 1. Let's keep going. 4 times 4 equals 16. That means X equals 16 in this problem. And here you've got X plus 2 equals 10. What does X equal? Well, since 8 plus 2 equals 10, then X equals 8 here. So here's a question. Is there any symbol that we cannot use as a variable? The answer to that is numbers. Numbers can never be variables. Can you tell me why? Because numbers have a value. This is 1. This symbol has a value of 2. This symbol has a value of 3. And what is a variable? A variable represents a value that we don't know yet.